This is the iPad mini 7, or what Apple calls the A17 Pro iPad. And I truly believe that this is the last true iPad. It only does iPad things. It's not trying to be your main device. It's not trying to be your main laptop or do laptop things. It's just an iPad. Whether it's for content consumption, whether it's for reading your ebooks, whether it's for browsing the web, I think this just does that perfectly fine. So here's the thing. It's got an A17 Pro with support for Apple Intelligence, which at the time of this recording, it's still not available, and Apple Intelligence isn't going to come out all at once. But when it does, you'll have it here on the iPad mini 7. It also does come equipped with 8 gigs of RAM, so it's going to last you for a few years, and that's a plus. But that's really it. It's not throwing like an M1 or an M4, and it's not trying to tackle all these heavy intensive tasks. And I know with the iPad mini 7, I'm going to call it the 7, I know it has support for Final Cut Pro, but let's be honest, and I'm going to try it out, but let's be honest. How many people are going to pick up the iPad mini 7 for Final Cut Pro? Probably, I don't even know. A super small percentage that use the iPad mini 7 for those types of things. But I don't think the average person who's picking up an iPad mini 7 is going to pick it up for Final Cut Pro. Now, it also does have support for the Apple Pencil Pro, so you do get, the extra Pro features because of that. It doesn't support the regular Apple Pencil 2, and I guess it's fine. I mean, for me, I had to pick up the Pro because of not having support for the regular Pencil 2. It also does have a faster USB-C port for faster speeds. It also has faster Wi-Fi 6E to be exact. If you pick up a cellular model, it is eSIM only. And what Apple did is they doubled the storage, the base storage, to 128 gigs instead of 64. And then on the back right here, there is an iPad mini inscription. So now I actually like that. I like how it finally says iPad mini. And everything else about it is really the same display, same size. Jelly scrolling it's kind of there. It's still there. I don't think it's as bad as it was with the previous, but it's still there. Now here's the thing though. Apple didn't update this display. They didn't make it a ProMotion or anything like that. They did not add the latest chipset in the market currently, like the A18 or A18 Pro, and put it into the iPad mini 7. And that's, I guess it's fine. But it still performs iPad things. For example, it doesn't have a smart keyboard or a magic keyboard, what Apple calls. And that makes sense because this is such a smaller iPad. It's very difficult. I've tried portable keyboards with this. It's very difficult to type. It's doable, but it's very difficult. And I don't think many people would use it in that way. I don't know. I've done it before, and it's actually a pretty cool concept, but it doesn't look like Apple is interested in kind of bringing a full-blown Magic Keyboard or Pro type of thing to the iPad mini 7. And what I actually use it for is for iPad things. Like, I am not here editing my videos for YouTube or for TikTok. I'm not out here, doing other administrative tasks. Yes, here and there, I will kind of write down a couple of my scripts for my videos or notes that I have to say. And then I also use it for making wallpapers right here on Procreate, and sometimes I'll use it for Adobe Lightroom. But that's really it. The main things are watching YouTube videos, browsing the web, using it for Twitter and for TikTok and all that other stuff. Just media consumption, and that's pretty much it. And that's really what my iPad is. And that's what a lot of people are probably going to pick up this iPad for just regular things. Now there is one extra thing that I do, and that is right now you won't see it on screen, but to my left diagonally, I have my iPad mini 6, and that has kind of just the notes and things I'm going to talk about in this video, for example. I'm using it as like an external display type of thing. I don't know, it's just easier for me and it helps with my workflow, but that's really it. I'm not doing heavy intensive tasks on the iPad mini. And here and there I'll play some games, Call of Duty Mobile and whatnot, but that's really it. And I think that's a good thing. I think Apple should keep the iPad because it does iPad things. If you take a look at the iPad Pro and even the iPad Air, they're leaning towards adding those accessories and trying to make it your main computing device. And I tried iPad Pro, doesn't work for me. I tried the M4 specifically, the M4 iPad Pro 11-inch. It's a great, I was gonna say laptop, but it's a great device. It just doesn't go into my workflow. I was just not able to work, so I ended up returning it. This is my only iPad. That means a lot. I've tried the other iPads, but this is my only one that I currently use. And look, if you're out on the market for an iPad mini, looking for one, I think this is going to be a great purchase. Or you can pick up the iPad mini 6 at a much cheaper price. That's also, fine. That still performs really well. And yeah, if you just don't want to do computer things and just want an iPad just because to stick around and have an iPad, then this is going to be that device. Now, that being said, I still kind of want an iPad mini Pro. Throw in 120 hertz ProMotion, throw in a bigger battery with a thicker chassis, whatever it may be, but give us like an iPad mini Pro. And I think a lot of people would actually want that outside of like the whole tech scene and tech community on YouTube, Twitter, and whatnot. I have asked around, and actually, when I went to my Apple store, I was picking up this iPad mini. The employees there were also talking about how they would like to see an iPad mini Pro. Granted, you might say, they also like tech, but it still does mean that there are a lot of people that would like to see an iPad mini Pro. So yeah, if you just want an iPad just to have, content consumption, entertainment, ebooks type of thing, this is going to be that iPad. Definitely be sure to stay tuned to the channel because there's going to be a lot more iPad mini. I've got so much more thoughts about this device coming very soon to the channel. Definitely be sure to check out my latest wallpaper pack. It's called Illusions 2.0. Links will be in the description down below. And definitely be sure to Superman that subscribe button because we are getting closer to my goal of 45,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Comment down below your thoughts on the iPad mini 7. What do you think? Are you going to pick one up? And definitely, best of all, be sure to share this video because it really does help out the channel out a lot and will help push my content out to more people. That's been it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.